So the last couple of days have been really intense in terms of like really, we're going down to the wire at the end of the year. We made I'm not gonna announce it yet, but we made an interesting, well, we're finishing up on an acquisition in the marketing space. So it kind of came out of nowhere, but it was a great opportunity. I'll explain more in more detail. But right now, what I'm doing right now is looking at the processes and the operations and sharpening up those different components of that going into the new year. The last 3 weeks have been, with having help doing this, the last 3 weeks has really been locking in and dialing in on the operations and the bones of what's gonna make this thing really move fast. At first it goes slow until it goes fast. And that speed happens because the operations are locked in. I'm gonna show you really quick what I'm working on. Before I show you this really quick, I just wanna make note that whenever we are working with a company, whether we're partnering with them, whether we're acquiring them at different levels, minority stake or majority stake, it's really important that we have a system that's productized, that we could use over and over and over again, and we don't have to continue to change it. Because once we get that dialed in, which is taking a while to get this thing dialed in, but I feel really good about it. It's gonna be the secret sauce, if you will, of how we are working with our portfolio companies as we continue to build that out. So I've showed you this before, but let me just take you through it again. Because now it's definitely a lot more refined, a lot more polished on what needs to happen when. So it all starts with step one here with earned and owned insight. And what we do is we look at process gaps, risks, suboptimal processes to bring them up to date. But anyway, the goal here is to build a thesis on how we're going to grow the company, and then build very unique mechanisms that can be installed in the infrastructure, which is next. The infrastructure design, development, these are some of the things here. That's step 2. And then step 3, once we have that dialed in, we're looking at trust and taste engine creation. Like, how are we gonna create trust? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, is how fast can you create this trust? And that's looking at the brand. And as you see here, breaks down that way. And then step 4, we look at revenue generation. How are we generating revenue? So we're doing an audit, offer audit, runway audit, reduction levers, looking at which things that we need to, where the company's spending money, where we can reduce that. Mapping the revenue alignment in the proper first G2M. Then step 5 is onboarding. Step 6 is leverage fulfillment, and then step 7 is optimize. And these are all the steps. So this is the playbook, and we're just building these playbooks out that we're running our companies through, and getting better and better each time, and collecting that data so that we know what's working and what's not working. So why am I showing you this? Why do I continue to show you this? Because one of the things that really transformed my business life is when I started building systems over setting goals, and really prioritizing systems over goals. Not that you don't have goals, but focusing in on the systems are the things that really get you to the outputs that you really want to get to. So that's why I continue to show you the systems that I'm building and emphasizing that, so to just drive home the point of building systems over goals. So let me know in the comments, how do you prioritize systems and goals? So let me give you an example. So you may have a goal to make $1 million in 2025, but the real question is, do you have the systems in place to support that? So for instance, do you have an offer that, it's loud over there, let me go back up here. Do you have an offer that can generate that much value? Because if you think you're gonna hit $1 million in revenue, that means you need to help clients hit over $10 million. Do you have an offer that can create that much value? Do you have the marketing systems in place to generate $1 million. And then you look at like, can you onboard $1 million? Can your infrastructure handle that much? If it can't, it's going to literally break, everything you're doing. Then you look at your fulfillment. Like, can you fulfill $1 million worth of value in terms of services? And then optimizing. Can you optimize at the speed to get referrals, to get reviews, to collect data? You need to have all those things in place in order to hit that goal of $1 million. So that's why I'm continuing to stress the importance of building these systems out so that you're building a system to support whatever your goal is. So I'm pretty much done for today, but I wanted to do something really quick. If you have a specific goal for 2025, let me know in the comments. Maybe I can help you build out or outline the systems that are needed to hit that goal. So let me know in the comments. So with that said, I'm done for the day. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you. I don't take it lightly. With that said, I'm out. Peace.